What's up, guys? It's Loop here. Hope you guys are all staying safe, keeping yourself quarantined, isolated, doing social distancing, washing your hands, wearing masks, whatever it is you need to do to keep yourself safe during these awful, crazy times that we are living in. As for me, I've been going crazy because I'm a movie guy. I love going to the theaters to seeing new movies. Get that full, big screen, loudspeaker experience for new movies and get to talking about them online. That's what I love to do because I'm a movie guy. But with the movie theaters being closed for obvious reasons, it got a little concerning because, like, whoa, guess I can't be doing that anymore. However, I do have my own alternative besides going to the movie theater, which we all have. Netflix. Or whichever streaming service you use, because there's who knows how many at this point. But aside from that, I also have my own. See, because when I was younger, I was just addicted to buying DVDs and watching them. I would just go to whichever store that sold DVDs, and for the longest time, I swear almost every day, I would buy a DVD. I swear I would just buy a DVD because it looked like it had a good case. Because, of course, when you have a good case for your DVD, obviously that means it's a good movie, right? Right. Pure logic. So, put the thing on the screen now. This is my DVD collection, or at least, I think this is only part of it, because I know there's more hiding somewhere. And, yeah, I think for an interesting series, I should go through this huge collection of DVDs I amassed, one by one. And what better one to start with than... Yes. There's a movie. It's called Bitch Slap. Unrated. Yep. I bought this. Like I said, I was young, very impressionable. It definitely had nothing to do with 3 attractive women on the cover and... the fact that it was unrated. No, young me was not... I can't defend myself. Yep, young me just saw this and thought, that's gotta be a good movie. That's gotta be something grand. This movie involves women, 3 different women. There's a stripper, there's a businesswoman, there's an ex-con. They're all very over-sexualized. I'm getting nervous talking about this movie because I fear of the embarrassment. It's less than half on IMDb, which is not terrible. Metacritic gave it a 19 out of 100, which, you know, just a little less than 20. That's not bad either. This is me filming before watching the film again. I better make that clear right now. Oh, God. In researching this film, what I've discovered is that it's supposed to be an homage and parody to the B-movie exploitation movies of the 1950s and 70s. And apparently that's what the director said, is that that's what this movie's supposed to be. Yet, when I watched the trailer that they made for this movie, I almost believed that that's what they were going for. But, throw on a couple seconds of that trailer.
You need to work on your nurturing skills, Daddy-o.
When you watch that, and it's just the first few seconds of the trailer, it kind of feels like it is a little self-aware, and it is a little goofy, and it also knows that it is going to be over the top sex, and which is kind of okay, you know. If you're self-aware, and you know what you're putting out there. But the trailer goes on. The overdramatic music doesn't stop, and it just keeps on showing more and more sex stuff and over-the-top ridiculous stuff, and it gets to a point where it almost feels like it's kind of taking itself a little too seriously without being self-aware. Which is just, you know, not good. Anyways, that's that. And, Now I'm gonna watch this movie and film my afterthoughts. Pray for me. Where the fuck do I begin? Well, this movie's title sequence, the very start of it, it starts by showing you old B-movie sexploitation stuff from the 50s and 70s. It's very interesting, and the very last clip that you see is the woman's rights to vote, like, march thing. They have footage of that, actual footage of that. And that's the very last thing you show. So it's like, oh, that's kind of interesting. That's very intriguing that they show it like that. So maybe this will actually be a commentary. Maybe, just maybe, this movie's actually going to commentate and have something to say. And then just before the movie actually begins, I don't remember it, but I did film myself saying the quote, say the quote, "A belief in a supernatural source of evil is not necessary. Men alone are quite capable of every wickedness." So, with that, going into that, you have this thought that, well, this movie's gonna be a commentary. This movie's gonna say something about those films. But then it starts! It's inconsistent as freaking hell. There's like... So the most of this movie takes part in this like deserted area. The three women, they're trying to find this treasure, but like as it goes on, more and more gets revealed. And oh god, the way it does that, the more the parts play out in there, they do these flashbacks whenever something new gets revealed, and it's so constant when it happens. Like, I swear, you go freaking 5 minutes, there's a flashback. You go 2 minutes, there's a flashback. And the flashbacks, anywhere that doesn't take place where they clearly used most of the budget for this film, they used green screen. And these green screen scenes are the stupidest abominations I have ever seen. There's over-the-top goopy shit that happens. This woman, like, she's stripping for this one guy, and like, then all of a sudden, she's like, oh yeah, I wanna see a real special move. Then she does a 360 in the air! Freaking how many goddamn times, and lands on his lap. But that doesn't show you a woman doing that. All you see is her shadow to the bit. Anyways, the point is, that's just one scene, and there's so goddamn many of them. There's so many scenes that are used with these green screens, and there's over-the-top stupid shit that happens, and the sound effects, they use the most cartoony sound effects that just... It doesn't make sense why they use these cartoony sound effects, because there's wacky shit going on. Okay, that kind of makes sense. But the thing is, they have these over-the-top green screen things, then when they cut back to the freaking stuff that happens in the desert, it actually looks like a movie. It looks like there's drama. It looks like there's actually good acting. And the acting itself is inconsistent. The acting itself is inconsistent. Sometimes it's good. Sometimes they just say things and I hate them. Sometimes... And the editing, I don't know who the fuck they put in charge of the goddamn editing. Who they fucking put in charge of putting in these sound effects, of charge of these green screen things. But the editing was butchery as hell. Sometimes they did that comic book editing. You know when there's like half the screen that's dedicated to showing you like I don't know, the guy that's on the ground, and then you got like the other half dedicated to showing 3 separate close-ups of the people looking on? They do that so much in this movie, so goddamn needlessly. It's like the director couldn't make up his goddamn mind about what the fuck you wanted to show, so he's like, just show all of it. Because it doesn't make sense. It just doesn't make sense. The tone switch up, it happens so often. Like, it looked like it tried too hard to be so many things at once. Like a B-movie sexploitation, like it has that, but then it actually looks like it's trying to take itself seriously, but you can't. This movie tries so hard at too many different things that by the freaking 15-minute mark, your brain's just mush trying to process it. Trying to process all the silly shit that's happening. Trying to process all the over-the-top shit that's happening. Trying to process all the overdone sex. All the everything. And it doesn't work together. It doesn't. okay? The fact that the director said he's trying to parody B movies in this, it doesn't help its case at all. Cause like, yeah, it does the things that a B movie does. It does the things that a sexploitation does, but it doesn't parody them. It just takes it too seriously, and it just... It's a B movie, yes. It's a sexploitation movie, yes. Is it a parody of them? No. It's just a carbon copy of what it's trying to be. And it's the worst version of being that thing. I swear, the writer interjected so many stupid, immature, vulgar, brainless, stupid jokes whenever he could. There is a character in this movie. You wanna know what this character's name was? Deputy Fuchs. Oh, I'm sorry, Bucks. His name is Deputy Bucks. Where's that goddamn Emmy on that one? But like, not even in the writing, in the editing, they have... I hate that I found these stupid Easter eggs that just make the movie like look so clever and how stupid and offensive it's trying to be. I hate that I actually used my eyes and was like, oh wow, look, there's a derogatory joke. This movie made me use effort to point out how bad it is. Fuck! Okay, so remember how the movie started with the whole show, the old B movie, show the old exploitation movies, give that quote about how men perform all the evil and whatnot. Do you guys mind if I ruin this movie for you? Do you guys mind if I give you spoilers for this god-awful movie? So there's this ex-con character, and she's just kicking everyone's ass at like the climax of the movie. She's just beating the shit out of everybody. She's about to like kill this one character, and what does she say before she's about to kill this character? Like, it's seriously out of left field. It makes no goddamn sense. I swear to you, watch the movie. I don't encourage you to, but like, if you watch the movie and watch up to this part, she says, the woman's movement will hoist my skirt for all eternity. It makes no goddamn sense. There was no reason for her to say that. Nothing. There was no context. Nothing about the woman's movement was made. Nothing. It didn't make sense. It's just like something that maybe the director thought, if you interject it here, it looks genius. But it just makes it look all the more stupid. You can't make a movie empowering women with a misogynistic script. I didn't come up with that. That was my partner who is with me right now. I'm not gonna steal the credit for that one. That was too good. One of the characters was a timid, scared woman stripper. She was a total ditz. But the thing is, the big reveal at the end of the movie is that she was the villain that was the puppet master playing every single, and I kid you not, she played every single character like a puppet. She mastered every single thing that happened in this movie. Now that sounds kind of cool, right? Sounds kind of cool, you know? They made her a fucking bitch. They made her into the cruelest, scummiest, slimeball piece of shit. So my question to whoever the fuck made this movie, what was the point? What was the message? What were you trying to make? Were you trying to make a B movie? Were you trying to make a sexploitation movie? Were you trying to make a drama? Were you trying to make something silly? Were you trying to make something comedic? Were you trying to make a comedy? Because you failed in every single aspect. Don't exist! Big! Stupid! Misogynistic piece of shit! Ow! God! God damn you!